What if anxiety is a feature and not a flaw? My name is Anthony, and in 2018, a tsunami and earthquake destroyed our family's business. As a result, I went through a period of high stress and crippling anxiety. In this video, I want to talk about how to make anxiety great again. For me, anxiety is when I think into the future, think about what can go wrong, think about how things will fail, and think about how I might not be good enough. And these thoughts loop and loop and loop in my mind and cause me to be unable to sleep, or if I'm awake, take me away from the present, from executing whatever task is in front of me. Anxiety is something that is passed down to us. Our ancestors' abilities to look into the future, to perceive threats and dangers that may not have happened yet, aided their survival. They needed to protect themselves from unfavorable weather, from neighboring tribes attacking, or from dangerous animals. By being able to look into the future and plan these things, our ancestors put themselves in the best position to survive. Anxious thoughts or thoughts about the future and perceiving where the dangers may be is what got our ancestors into action, and we need to learn to do the same. The second point about making anxiety great again is to first understand the physiological responses that we have to anxiety. Now, we can't choose what this feels like. When the negative thought loops happen, what will happen to us physiologically is hypervigilance, increase in blood pressure, increase in heart rate, narrowing of the vision. We are in distress response. We can't choose what this feels like, but what we can do is choose the best meaning. What does this mean for us? When we don't do this and we just sit there ruminating over and over again about what could go wrong, this is when the anxiety gets worse, when we take no action and we simply sit and dread the future. By practicing mindfulness meditation, we allow ourselves to not be pushed and pulled by these feelings. We allow these feelings to appear and we can observe them in a gentle and compassionate space. It is useful for us to understand that this can be embraced and this can be used to get us into action. This is my protocol of embracing anxiety and using it to get into action. The first thing I do is to create space and to see and be aware that the anxiety response or the stress response has appeared. From there, I create a useful perspective. What is the meaning that I'm going to take from this? Creating meaning from the stress response allows us to take control of it instead of being pushed and pulled by the impulse. Then I create an action plan, looking at what resources I have, what I know how to do, who I know that I can talk to and ask for help, and what can be done today. From there, I get into action, executing one by one to the best of my ability in the present. I focus on what's within my control and I let go of the things outside of my control. I let go of the things that are in the external, I let go of the things that has yet to happen, and I work in the present to the best of my ability. Hopefully this has been useful for you that are battling anxiety. Instead of running away from it and trying to get rid of it all the time, maybe we can embrace it and see that this was the exact thing that got our ancestors into safety, and it's the exact thing that we can embrace and put us into action. Thanks for checking out this video. I want to give a quick update. Leah and I have moved. We moved from our downstairs apartment to upstairs, and now we get this sweet view of Melbourne City. And I want to update about Habitat Mind Body as well. This week, yesterday actually, we have submitted the drawing for approval. Once that's been approved, the design will go to the council for a building permit. Hopefully we get that in by Friday. So 10 days after Friday is where I think we should get our building permit. And then it's maybe about 2 to 3 weeks for the fit out to begin. For those of you that are wondering where Habitat Mind Body is, it is right there. Where the big Ferris wheel is in Melbourne, that is the District Docklands, and that is Habitat Mind Body. And for those of you that want to join me in training functional fitness and mindfulness meditation, as well as learn about Stoic philosophy, check out our website, habitatmindbody.com.